Hey everyone. I made Landon a adorable DIY Halloween painted candy corn shirt. Oh, that's a whole mouthful. And I wanted to show everyone how I did it. So I did this DIY tutorial video for you. By the way, at any moment, Landon could bust in the room and interrupt us. So that white paper is actually shelf liner from the Dollar Tree, and it's like $1 a roll. And then I picked up a black t-shirt from Walmart. You know, the basic shirts, they're like $3. And then I just used a few colors of acrylic paint that I already had. I had these neon yellow and orange, and then I just added black and white and some spun brushes and this cutting board. That's actually for my kitchen. Oh yeah, a Sharpie, because we're gonna draw out our template. So we're gonna draw it on this shelf liner paper that like I said, I got it for $1 for the roll from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna draw a basic triangle with rounded corners. Nothing perfect. I want it to look like, you know, like kind of irregular. So I cut a piece out big enough so like this is going to be my template that I'm painting on. So checked out the size. See, that it's going to go in the middle of this t-shirt. And so I kind of measured out about where the middle of the shirt is, and then I just eyeballed it and I drew it. Like I said, a triangle with rounded corners. Does not have to be perfect. In fact, the more imperfect, the better. And so I drew that with the Sharpie, and then I just cut it out. Easy. Cut it out with some scissors. Don't cut the outside. You just want to cut the inside out because it's going to be a template, like I said, and you're going to put it on the shirt like I'm doing right here. See, it's going to go on the shirt like that. So peel off the back and place it on the shirt. Now this doesn't like seal perfectly. That's fine. Oh, I put that cutting board in between the two layers of the shirt because we're going to be painting on it and we don't want any of the paint to get through the shirt or anything. So I kind of adjusted it and tried to get the edges down as good as I can. And so then after that's our template. Super easy. After the template's on, we're going to add the paint. I actually had to pull up a picture of a candy corn just to make sure I knew what sequence the paint went in. I pulled up a picture of a candy corn on my phone. And so the first color is yellow, then orange, and then white. And for each color, I'm going to use its own sponge brush. So I just start painting on horizontally, and gotta load a lot on. See how thin it is? You just want to layer the paint on, and get it nice and thick on there. Like I said, that cutting board's underneath, so you don't have to worry about. A tip that I read after I made the shirt is that you can actually use wax paper underneath to help prevent the paint from running through the shirt so easily. But I used the cutting board and then just washed it off when I was done, and it worked perfectly for me. So after the yellow, you're gonna add a horizontal layer of the orange paint, kind of like you would see on a candy corn. And there I go. Make sure it's nice and thick so you have a good saturation of color and it's not faded. And then we put white at the tip, you know. That's what a candy corn looks like. And as we go, we're kind of blending the colors together. You see how it kind of is ombre and the colors blend together at the where it meets the next color. It's not like a line across it. So go back over with, you know, the colors to make sure it's a good blend and that the paint is nice and smooth across. And then after you get it blended the way that you like it, I'm just touching it up a little bit more. You're just gonna let it sit. And I let it sit for about 2 hours and just wait for it to dry. And it's not gonna be completely fully dry, but for the most part, it's dried. And then we just pull off the template. Don't let like I said, it's not 100% dry, so the paint that's on the top of the template, I'm not sure, but I figure if it touched the shirt, it might transfer paint somewhere else onto the shirt. So there's our candy corn, and if you can tell around the edges, it kind of seeped through just a little bit. Hi, Landon! See, I told you at any moment he might interrupt us. So on the edges where it did seep through, I just went ahead and added a little bit more paint and touched it up and till I was satisfied. So not very hard. I just used the straight edge of that sponge brush. See how I got it, a little more uniform. But like I said, you don't want it perfect. You want it to look a little irregular. So I'm really, really liking how it dried and how it ended up looking. So I just touched it up just a little bit. Let it dry. At this point, I let it dry overnight. And that's it. Check out Landon. Isn't he cute in his shirt that I made him? So if you decide to make this shirt, or if you do DIY, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Landon wants you to subscribe.